Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 37 of the Railcraft server Let's Play. Now, fortunately, this episode was supposed to go up last Monday, but I forgot my publishing system is not working correctly and did not remind me that there was no episode scheduled. So I missed it, and I've been a little busier than normal as well. So, and I have not even had time to look at the issue that we experienced at the end of the last episode, and I have no idea what's going on with the frame rate. That was weird. Now, I don't think I've shown this before. I might have, actually. But I made some changes to this, and instead of having the excess saplings be voided in the drawer downstairs, I'm having them sent up here, and they're used to power this generator to bring some extra power to the mass fabricator, which normally only runs on solar power. So this kind of runs all day around as long as wood is being produced, and wood is only produced when the storage is not full, I believe. I don't think it's filled up. No, not even close. But once it does fill up, we have 11,000 blocks of wood. I think I'm going to take one of those out, and that means it's only half full. So we're going to have about 20,000, probably a bit more than that, blocks of spruce wood when this starts backing up. And at that point, the hopper is going to back up, of course, and the system here should stop the farm once the hopper starts filling up. So yeah, otherwise, without that, first the unloader would fill up its buffer, and then the cart would get stuck because it would be unable to unload. Or actually, I think the cart would the cart would just be sent away because it can't unload anything, but then the cart would fill up with wood, and then eventually the loader by the farm would fill up because it can't unload anything into the cart, and then the farm would fill up and stop. So the reason we have this shutdown switch, of course, is because we don't want the cart to fill up. Now, we had an issue where the I realized that the robot would not shut down properly. Yeah, see, it's failed now. It's run out of something. Not sure. It seems to have... Huh, that's weird. It's out of power. The reactor has run out, but it hasn't... It shouldn't be able to run out of power before the reactor shuts down. I'm not sure why it failed to unload the cells. That's a bit of a mystery. Do I have an analyzer? I do not. That's not good. We're going to have to make an analyzer. I've probably made a few of these, but I've used them making geolyzers. So that's pretty simple though. So we need a circuit board, 2 of these, 1 of these, and then it was a redstone torch, right? Yeah, 2 golden nuggets, which I do have. Should have a bunch of sticks. Don't have a bunch of sticks. Let's make a bunch of sticks. Actually, don't I have a drawer of sticks somewhere? Ah, yes, okay. That works. Doesn't hurt making more sticks, I suppose. Anyway, we have so much wood. It's ridiculous. So let's make that. Maybe I had an analyzer somewhere that I've forgotten about. Can I use that on the robot? Yes, I can. Okay, so it just shut down because not enough energy. Which is the same thing the screen said, so suppose that was true. So what we're going to have to do is fix or solve the issue with the shutdown. Now I think that basically I think the easiest way is, instead of having the override check in here. Now I can't cut and paste, unfortunately. But what I'm going to do is somewhere up here, say right here, we're going to have an if block. And we're going to do the same thing that I'm doing down here, basically. So args1 equals nil, or args1 not equals true. I don't know where I got the V from, but that's not supposed to be there. So args1 equals nil, or args1 not equals true, then it's not how you spell then. If args equals nil, or so we want a local power override variable and want this to default to false. But if the argument is... Wait. Actually, what we want to do here, or what we can... Yeah, what we want to do here is reverse this. What is that? Oh, it's the underscore just above the squiggle. Made that look really weird. Okay, so we want to change this to if args1 is not nil and it is true, and we actually want that to be a string, then we are going to set power override to true and then end. So basically, power override is off by default, but if the argument is set, i.e. not nil, and it is set to true, then we're going to turn on the power override. And then down here, instead of checking the argument, we're going to make sure, we're going to instead check that power override is false. So if the override is off, the program will be allowed to shut down the robot. If it is true, it's not going to be allowed to shut down the robot. And also, in case you're wondering what these symbols in front of here, what these are, I think they are tabs. I think Notepad++ put tabs in instead of spaces, which is a bit weird. It's not supposed to do that. Anyway, well, it's not supposed to do that in files that go in here. But now, if what we want to do then is if this has performed a check with the power override set to true, it's going to pass by that block into this one. And this is really weird. I need to fix these, because these are supposed to be 2 spaces. Or when there are 2 tabs, it's supposed to be 4 spaces. And so on. So it's supposed to look like this. That's better. So if it passes this check, because the power override is true, we want to set it to false, I think. Now this still might not work as intended. I'm not entirely sure. Now where is the floppy disk? It's in there, right? Okay. So we're going to take this once again. We're going to copy plutonium to mount. Like that. Overwrite. And we'll take this down here. Frame rate is not doing super well. Put that in there. Now it's out of power, obviously, so I wonder if I can... Kind of wish you could put something in this to charge, to draw power from, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. I'm going to have to do... I should actually... Maybe I should make an emergency generator, because this keeps happening if I don't have one already. Could have something in here I could use. I have a solid fuel firebox and a Stirling generator. That would work. I don't have to make anything. So if I... Now this should not accept power, so it should be safe to connect it up to here, because this normally outputs or receives power from the reactor. But pretty sure generators will not accept power, so it should not blow up. We'll put that there, and then we're going to turn that around. And now this should, in theory, power the... If I break this, it should only power the... It's only connected to the charger. Let's just take some wood from here, because why not? There's so much of it. Alright, so now the robot should receive power again. In theory. Are you not? You're producing power. It's not very much power, but it should Uh, huh. It's not receiving anything. Why is it not receiving anything? That's weird. It's just storing the power. Apparently. What are you doing? Could stop producing power. Not going anywhere. Why is it not outputting? You should be outputting power. Seriously? Are you not linked properly? Are you confused? I am confused. You are supposed to be working. Why is there no floor here? Pretty sure there could very well be floor here. Let's grab these. Put in some floor. Some more floor. Okay, let's connect that up. Okay, there we go. So it wasn't linked properly for some reason. So now this should be receiving power. Okay, so we can start it up. And we can update the program on the robot. Copy from mount floppy drive, plutonium, and then copy to local plutonium. Alright, yes. So now what I can do, I realize, is turn off the charger to fake the robot running out of power. And we know that the shutdown works. But the question is, does this work properly for what we want? So we can hook this back up. It's going to drain the power into the power banks. Then I'm going to wrench this to turn it off. And it should not receive a redstone signal from this. Or anything else. Not the robot either. So it shouldn't be receiving any more power. Even when the reactor is running. So we're going to start the program. We're going to send in true for the override because it's below 50%. Actually, let's run it normally first, just to make sure it works. It should shut down. Yeah. Perfect. So that's what I expected to see before. But, oh wait, it didn't do that because the override wasn't was engaged, so it wasn't allowed to shut down. That is exactly what I should have expected. But now let's turn the override on, and it should. Huh. Ah, yes. Okay, so this is what I was fearing. So I think the solution is not resetting the we don't want to reset the override after the first check. We want to make sure that the program runs through a cycle. Whoops. That is a GIF of a dog, in case you were wondering. An adorable dog. So what we want to do instead is we want to go into the main loop And let's see, here it is, looking weird with all the tabs. I'll fix that later on, don't worry about that for now. Going to replace them all with spaces instead. Okay, so this is the main loop. Now, right here is where it's completed the refueling operation. So this is where we want to have it reset the override. Because then when it starts the cycle over, it is going to run the power test as normal. And if the power runs low again, it is going to shut down properly, which we are now going to test. So we save this. And then we need to put the floppy back into the computer. We'll rerun the copy command. Convenient to already have it typed in because I haven't rebooted the computer. And then we're going to update it once again and then try it out. Zoom out, plutonium, overwrite, yes. Then we're going to run plutonium with the override enabled. And now it should start or run through the refueling process properly. Now this is slightly annoying. Wait, what? Wait. Oh. It's in the wrong stage. I am not entirely sure why that has happened. But what we can do is delete the memory file that I have in here for the resume data. So we'll just delete the resume file, and this should make the program start from the beginning properly, which is what we want because that is the stage. Okay, there we go. So now it's going to refuel the reactor. I am going to get another stack of these. Put them in there. Just to make sure that it has all the things it needs. Right, I was also going to make a few of these. Probably do that once we have made sure. Actually, it's going to take a little bit to heat up, so don't think I have any tin stored up in here, just other stuff. So we're going to have to go up here. I think I have a bunch of tin in here, yeah. Can take them down to the metal former here. How many do I want? I need, that's 3. It's 4. Oh wait, might be 8. Whatever. Because I'm going to turn them into casings. That's fine. I need tin cable. Don't know if I have any of that. Might need to make... I do. Do you have tin cable? Okay, so yeah, I need two ingots per battery, actually, not 4. So 16 is going to give me 8 batteries, which is fine. So I'm going to need 8 copper cable, and I'm going to need 16 pieces of redstone. Like so. Oh, okay. I'm not entirely sure what is going on. The system must not be feeling well. Where are my overclockers? Do you go in here? This goes slightly faster than snail's pace. Be lovely. Oh wait. Oh no. I think that's correct actually. Yeah. That's still 8. I was getting a bit confused there. What else did we need for the storage upgrades? Copper cable and the circuits. Yeah, this will get us the batteries at least. Remember that if you, I think if you if you shift click the batteries out, they will come out 1 per slot, or be put into 1 per slot, which is a bug, an annoying bug. There were some sticks here, apparently. A bunch of other stuff. Running out of room. Okay, that works, I guess. Can't hammer red capacitors, comparators. Now circuits. We need 8 circuits. Need some iron ingots, which I have in the vault. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. How much copper cable do I have? Not a lot. Do I have copper in here? No. Okay. Going to have to make some of that. We can put the... Oh, I have a bunch of iron ingots already. Try to shift click there, but it didn't work. Let's throw those in there. We're going to need to make a bunch of copper cable. That's gold. It's iron. Shift these around. And I want the cable mold. Oh, wait. That was gold, not copper. I see. Well, that's not what I intended to do. Not sure how gold ended up in there. Was that supposed to be in there? This should be iron, right? Yeah. Okay. What I want is copper. Where is copper? Don't I have any copper? I have tons of iron. Oh, there's copper. Okay. Lovely. Let's put some of that in here. And then we want cable. Don't know exactly how many I'll need. probably more than that. I don't know if there's a smelting recipe for cable to get the metal back. No. It'd be nice if you could recycle these, because I didn't mean to make 8 gold cable bits, but I suppose I'll throw them in there for now. Okay. Now, rubber, we have here, we have plenty of that. Hopefully that will do. And then I need 16 of these, another 16 of these to make the circuits. And if we go in here, okay, perfect. I actually do not have enough cables because I need 16 of those, so I need to make another batch. Should be done pretty quickly. Just take all of them. And more rubber. Got a ton of that now. And actually, right, I need some, wait, I think I have wood in here. Maybe. Okay, no, I do not. But we can put the cables in, and then all we need is some wood, which I have plenty of cut wood here. We'll take spruce, because we have lots of that. Spread it out a bit like that, and then we get 8 of those. Okay, so this should... Oh, it ran out of power. Of course it did. Okay. Unfortunately, we are a bit over time. So we're probably going to continue this in the next episode. So, I will see you then.